Imagine walking outside right now, see a light so bright in the sky, infinitely brighter than the sun itself, and it gets closer and closer, and you start to feel yourself on fire as you perish before it even hits the ground. Now imagine being a massive dinosaur who doesn't know anything except for how to survive, seeing the exact same thing. This is the KT extinction event, or better known as just the dinosaur extinction. But what really happened that day? Let's go over the things that led to the extinction, because most people think the asteroid was the main cause, which it was, but there was other things that surrounded it too, that were earthly based. 66 million years ago in the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs were living day to day in survival, there was something headed towards them. For 100 million years, a piece of space rock was floating around out of sight. On Earth, at this time, it was already set up for double trouble. As we speculated, things could have gotten much, much worse. As for the past 500 million years, volcanic activity was the root cause for some of the worst extinction events we know of. And what would stop it from contributing to this event? Well, nothing. As we think it's possible that in India, a chain of volcanic activity was sending massive amounts of harmful gases into the atmosphere, already making conditions worse than they had to be. As in one particular event, in what is now known as the Deccan Traps in India, which is a massive volcano that dates back to 66 million years ago, it erupted, burying much of the subcontinent under 3,000 meters of lava rock, making it literally one of the worst volcano eruptions that we've ever can possibly imagine. And like I said before, pouring the atmosphere with massive amounts of poisonous harmful gases, this may have created long-term greenhouse effects and serious long-term global warming. And it wasn't just before the dinosaurs that this occurred. It kept happening as a massive chain of volcanoes kept violently erupting, creating supersized storms, possibly hurricanes that are immeasurably powerful due to the combination of world conditions, and also creating earthquakes that would have disturbed most life regionally. And the poisonous air would have slowly choked and killed many dinosaurs already. Now, as all this is happening, the asteroid is still hurtling towards Earth. This piece of space rock was 2 trillion metric tons, but that was only part of the problem. You see, if this exact same rock were to kind of spawn a mile up in the sky here, on Earth, or drop into a desert or an ocean, well, it would cause regional destruction because of just the sheer weight of it, that something like that is beyond the theoretical mass to be sitting on the Earth's surface. But it wouldn't cause nearly as much damage as the actual impact. Yes, terrible catastrophe, but humanity would certainly survive, and a massive rock would just be sitting on Earth. But this is nowhere near the real impact, because it hasn't been traveling for nearly as long to gain ridiculous amounts of power and velocity, but this rock was now nearing Earth's gravitational pull, which would increase its speed upwards of 70,000 kilometers per hour, making it the perfect formula for absolute planetary destruction. When it enters Earth's atmosphere, it becomes a blaze, and it's so hot that it crushes the surrounding air with its insane friction, turning its surroundings into white-hot plasma. And now the impact is just seconds away as soon as it enters the atmosphere, as it travels over the Atlantic aiming directly at Mexico. As it gets closer, all the life in the region of the planet will 100% see it. It's not exactly hard to miss. They will look up and see something that melts their eyes. It's 1 million times brighter than the sun itself. Just imagine looking at the sun right now. You probably can't hold eye contact for very long. Your eyes will start to water, and if you keep looking, your eyes will start to burn. Now imagine that, but 1 million times brighter, and you feel a heat wave starting to burn your skin. And no, don't look at the sun. All the dinosaurs near it would have had their own shadows burnt into the ground, and you would have been able to see through the skin inside their bodies because of how much light is burning through their frames. And within seconds of entering the atmosphere, it makes impact. The asteroid instantly disintegrates in the Earth, with not even in a second, as it explodes with the force of 100 million megatons of TNT, which, just for reference, this explosion right here is 50 megatons of TNT. That's the most largest and most powerful man-made creation ever. So this times 2 million. It's unimaginable. And would have struck so hard that the other side of the planet probably would have felt the impact as well. And Earth would shake with earthquakes over 11 on the Richter scale for weeks and months after. The way the meteorite hit made it even worse. It came in at about a 30-degree angle, which could blast most of the debris over 150,000 kilometers per hour into the northern side of the impact, creating boulders the size of Empire State Buildings that would launch up and come back down, making survivability for big things, well, just impossible. And even then, the impact just keeps expanding, as over 100,000 cubic kilometers of the Earth's crust is now being uplifted from said Earth. Now it only gets worse from here. 800 kilometers from the impact, all dinosaurs are burning alive, as the air reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which sucks the moisture from literally everything, including the dinosaurs' bodies, burning their insides. As the final surface wind that travels in a perfect circle rips through the air faster than the speed of sound, ripping the flesh off the dinosaur and throwing 30-ton sauropods in the air like nothing, instantly dying once they land again. As from here on out, Earth gets covered in the conditions. As the fire dissipates, the Earth is completely covered in a suffocating blanket of ash and dust, making it just completely unlivable. As no life bigger than a dog survived, on land that is. The dinosaurs were truly done. However, it didn't kill everything. Sharks, fish, jellyfish, scorpions, small birds, insects, small mammals, and snakes, and other reptilians that are of course in very small amounts, but if not just a few pulled through, well, they wouldn't be here today, because luckily a few survived. The meteorite created an impact crater that was about 180 kilometers in diameter, which gave us the size estimate of the rock, which is about 6 miles in diameter. All it takes is a 6-mile rock to end a race completely. Now, like I was talking about before, this combined with the volcanic eruptions from before made it sort of a double storm, or a perfect storm as scientists like to coin it. It's like being struck by lightning and then a tornado starts to swoop you up as well. And these kinds of things create unpredictable destruction because we don't know the magnitude of each power colliding. But this has been a debate, as these eruptions probably happened a decent amount of time before the asteroid impacted. It probably didn't have a massive impact on the extinction, but definitely didn't help it, as it would have significantly altered the climate until the impact. But these volcanoes probably kept on erupting as the asteroid even hit. They probably kept erupting afterwards, which just didn't help at all, expelling more poisonous gases into the atmosphere, mixing with all the ash and dust, creating a toxic planet. Literally a toxic planet, where it's just a complete greenhouse. And then, at some point, we get a deep freeze, and that's basically Earth's way of just factory resetting. Well, kind of. The dinosaurs are still here, but very small. Anyway, thanks for watching.